today is Sunday, which is usually our do nothing day, but this is all stuff that doesn't have a home.
Tiny house drama.
Tiny house problems.
Things you don't see.
Things you don't see. But we need to decorate for Christmas, so we have to deal with all of this stuff. So I'm keeping my pajamas on because I refuse to be in work mode, even though we're about to do work.
That's bold.
It's also like misty outside and very cold and windy, but we need to deal with this.
Look, I cleaned it up over here, but just don't worry about this.
Beside my side of the couch, I have a ton of little frames and artwork things that are supposed to go with this piece, and we just need to hang it up. We're just gonna do it. I think we're gonna have to move that.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, it just feels.
That's okay, that's okay. And I think we just need something to go right there. Put that into the equation. Hang on.
Would you rather these be like this?
Yeah.
I don't
Except for it's kind
know.
of like step, step, step. Mhm.
Well, this is still. This is the idea right here. This obviously needs an actual picture. That's just a frame. That's what we're gonna start with. Casey just took this from the bookshelf, and now it's gonna go on our wall.
Could I interest you in this mug I painted?
You want me to frame that?
I mean, it's not that I like want you to frame it. It's just
An artwork.
an artwork that is done.
I don't know if it's
Is
the
this the one I
vibe.
did? Yeah, I painted that.
Aren't you fancy?
By the by, let me show it to you. This person, Emily Lex, she creates these watercolor workbooks. So she has a bunch of different themes. This one's for fall, obviously. These are all the things that you would paint in there. And then she gives you like light instructions on how to do it. But apparently there's also video tutorials on the internet, which I have not used. This has been a part of my fall curriculum. And I have a Christmas one, but I haven't done any. It's been very fun. These are great gifts. So Christmas is upon us. I will link where I bought it below. But if there's anyone creative in your life, she also sells like the watercolors and the paintbrushes and stuff. But these are just so fun. And I've seen them sold in little local shops as well.
We've decided that, well, Casey has agreed to paint either this squirrel or this acorn leaf situation so we can put it in this frame. But I'm going to hang it up even though it doesn't have it in there yet. You know what I just realized, which is fine, but this is not going to be covered up by the Christmas tree.
No.
But it'll be here, at least be here just so.
That'll be out of the way.
We need to turn on Christmas music. Or maybe we should turn Christmas music on when we actually do Christmas decorating.
Yeah. It's one of those ideas. It's like.
Look at how that hangs. That's crooked.
We need to put one of those like.
The putty.
Yes.
Okay, carry on.
I don't have what this is, but it's some sort of putty. And I first got it to put at the bottom candle holders, like candlestick holders, because they always are like this. So you stick it down in there, and then they kind of stay upright. It works for them. It works okay for that. I've heard a lot of suggestions, melting wax, blah blah blah. But this putty is also good to like when you hang a picture like this. It's gonna flop around, but you just put these little putty on there. I don't think it's gonna damage the paint.
No, it's barely sticky. It's just enough. Just enough. Okay, hold on. There, it's like. Okay. So does that look straight?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Tell our friends where these nails came from.
We bought a coffee tin full of nails, just like at a little yard sale type thing. Because we always, these little nails that you put into your wall to hang a picture, we never have those. Literally never. And also, I don't know if you knew this, Casey, but a lot of them are painted white, which is nice. So like, I got all, you can't see that, but all the ones that are painted white, and they just like, when you put them in, you can't even really see them on the white wall.
How much did we pay for that tin?
The whole tin full of nice nails. $1. Okay. That's how we get our hardware.
Cute.
Right.
Love it.
These two cabinets have never actually been organized because I need to put more shelves in here. So we're going to do that. We need to get things organized. This is a mess.
Are we getting closer? Are we getting older? Is everything I want slipping out of my hands?
I guess I'm just going to guess
Is it such a show?
where it's going to go. Also, I forgot a level. I guess I'll guess on that too. This nail gun is Hazel's least favorite thing in the world. She's going to hate this.
Can we never give up? Can we make the best of? Build a home we won't like it's still in our hands.
Ooh, what is it
'Cause
like?
nobody loves you quite like me. Nobody knows you. They don't see what I see. Well, I'll never love you perfectly. I hope endlessly is enough.
We forgot a very important task last week when we finished our woodshed, which is to mark it off of our very giant to-do list. And then we completed another project, so let's get them crossed off.
Would you do it over? Would you take it slower? Would you sit inside every moment you get?
That's too high.
Would your heart be softer? Would you hold your daughter? Would you want
I want bigger wreath for this thing, but this is what we have right now. Stan always thinks it looks fine, but I think it looks kind of small.
This is the wreath for the front door.
I know. But it doesn't really super matters. But yeah, good luck with that. Go with God.
see what I see? Well, I'll never love you perfectly. I hope endlessly is enough.
Like, it's a disaster.
You need your mother. Did you say she was good at that?
Yes, my mom is good at fluffing the tree. Because our tree is in front of these cabinets that sometimes we need to get into. This one is okay. We put this piece of cardboard under the base so that we can easily just like slide it out and get to that, slide it back in. Tiny house problems.
Sven is putting the tree up, and I am doing dishes. I love a Christmas tree. I don't love putting up a Christmas tree, and I don't even really like decorating a Christmas tree. I like for like a second, But I like other, like, I love to do the shelves and all that kind of stuff. Christmas tree, it just starts getting a little tedious, you know.
So I'm going to do the tree, and then when I'm done, Casey can work on the bookshelves. Okay, Christmas classics. Here we go. Oh. If you weren't here last year, this is most of you weren't. This is a tree skirt that my grandmother made for me specifically for our tree. It's got a little ruffle on it and it's double-sided. You want to do, we'll still do the gingham this year. It's cute. My grandmother who made this and my mother are who I learned to sew from. Casey put on her Christmas sweatshirt, so I figured 'tis the season. We went on a little trip for Casey's birthday, and while we were doing that, relaxing, I made something for the Christmas tree. Let's see. We stopped at a little yarn store on the way there and bought this yarn that was stripes and this cream color. It's so cute.
I just come in and tweak because these are very flat and that is very sad.
Merry Christ.
Merry Christ. I feel like
That definitely says Christmas, but our plant from the bathroom had to come live in here, so Should they
You
be?
see this
You like
one?
them to be? Would you rather them be curved or straight?
Curved.
I think it's very centered. It's not in the center. I think it'd be like.
Give it a star at the top.
Is the water turned on? Ooh.
It's like dripping.
Yeah, I can hear it. Oh.
When you live off grid or just want to feel prepared, having a reliable power setup is everything. And the new Bluetti Apex 300 is an impressive all-in-one power station. This powerhouse delivers 2,764 watt-hours of capacity and 3,840 watts of output. This is the first unit that gives you 120 volt and 240 volt power at the same time. What I love most about the Apex 300 is that you can start simple and scale up. If you just want backup for your fridge, internet, and lights during outages, one unit is perfect. But if your needs grow, you can connect 2 to 3 units and expand with up to 18 battery packs for a massive 58 kilowatt hours of storage and up to 11.5 kilowatts of output. That's enough to back up an entire home or run an RV, cabin, or workshop completely off grid. If you're a DIY solar person like us, the Apex 300 supports up to 30,000 watts of solar input with the new Solar X 4K voltage regulator. That means faster charging, more options, and an easy way to build a custom setup with panels you already have. And it's incredibly efficient. When we set up our off-grid solar system, it takes a lot of research and knowledge. But with a system like the Apex 300, it's plug and play. You can plug in some solar panels to it and you're ready to go. And it's very easy for a beginner in this solar powered world. The Apex 300 has ultra low 20 watt self-consumption. That's about 2.5 times more efficient than most other big power stations. The battery has over 6,000 charge cycles, which works out to about 17 years of daily use. And you can control the entire system from the app. If you want to check it out, I'll link everything in the description box below. Savannah is editing the latest YouTube video right now. When she does that, I usually try to clean the house or do some sort of helpful activity. The problem with me cleaning the house when she's editing is that I'll talk to her and I interrupt her and it becomes a bit of a problem because she needs to focus. We have some daffodils and tulips that I've been needing to plant. It's plenty of enough time where we live. I also want to dig up the tulips that are in our beds in front of the house. They're so pretty in the spring and I love to see them and I'm so happy, but they're right in the front and then they die and they're ugly and there's all this pretty stuff that starts to grow after them that you can't really see because they're ugly and dead in the front. So I'm going to dig all those up and just make a dedicated bed where our old woodshed used to be.
Really down in there.
If you're wondering why I'm wearing these safety goggles, which are so cute, see this? These are actually Savannah's. I have some that look like actual real glasses. They're a very good Christmas gift. I will link them below. Anyway, one thing I've learned when working in the dirt and wearing contacts is that dirt will flick up into my eyes. So I try to remember to put on goggles because that's gross. Also, I noticed that this plant bed that I just dug all the tulips and daffodils out of kind of looked low. And we have a whole bunch of wood chips over here. So I'm gonna take one for the team and fill it up with wood chips. We should do our whole garden like that, but that's not gonna happen today. Hazel!
I guess we need to go get her. Oh, jeez. In there.
I thought I was doing such an amazing thing the other day. So I had scheduled for myself to plant these bulbs that we had bought like early fall. And then I remembered that we've been wanting to dig up where our tulips and daffodils have been planted. And I was like, I should do it now. Except for that was like dumb. I should have just left them and planted the ones we have because there's a million of them and I just don't have time for it. But now that's created like this massive undertaking. So I've got to separate them all out. I needed a bigger space and I hate myself. That's where we are.
We're dealing with it. Racing the sun.
I'm kidding about hating myself. I really don't.
Some people don't get our humor, but that's
learned.
Casey being funny. We just laid down like 200-ish of our old ones that Casey dug up and separated, and
There
now
are more.
we're moving into the ones we bought. I'm planting tulips. What are you planting?
Tulips.
What kind of tulips do you have?
They're pink.
Alright, you just plant them in a cluster. Don't you think? Like,
Okay,
just
yeah.
whatever you have in a cluster and just... Mine is like, I have a lot of tulips. Because it's like one of those cheaper packs. That's pastel. If this works, it'll be really pretty. Oh, running out of room to stand.
I know, that happened to me.
Wow, there's a lot of stuff. I bet you that there's at least 500 total with what? Where anything is, because we didn't mark anything.
No, that would be hard.
Crazy how... We are going to a Christmas party tomorrow, and it is a potluck style thing. And so I'm going to bring sausage balls, and Casey's bringing one of her salads. This sausage ball recipe is gluten-free, and it is actually on our website, theoffgridhomesteader.com. And if you're part of our newsletter, we'll put a link in there to the recipe, so you can get it that way also. I actually have it pulled up on my phone because I don't know it by heart. Also, this is definitely the easiest way to make them is in a mixer instead of like mixing them by hand. It's way faster. It's way better.
Going to the party in the sweater you picked out. One by one you pass around the gifts that you each found. You can have another piece of Auntie's chocolate treats. Later you will whine that all we ever do is eat.
Size.
You can wrap your presents, put them in a secret place. Run up to the grocery store, forgot to grab the eggs. You can say to one another greetings you like best. No one wants to change that, you can give the thought a rest. There's a war on Christmas, but it's not the one you think. It's in the news, it's out of mind.
So as Savannah said, that we're making stuff for a Christmas party tomorrow. But I don't want these apples to brown, so we did a little research, and allegedly dropping them in salt water is what gives the best results and doesn't make the apples salty. I'll let you know if it worked.
Plan a get together, then complain how big a pain. You can choose the story told on what we celebrate. You can light a candle.
That mess is a result of my just kind of rolling with the punches, going with the flow, making a dressing. Everything was cool until I started trying to like make more and more and more. We will provide you this recipe because you're gonna ask, but proceed with caution. I haven't retested it, and things got kind of hairy, and the amounts, don't read my recipe, that's all I'm saying. I'm gonna provide it, but proceed with caution, okay? We like vinegar, and I think I accidentally doubled up the vinegar, but I'm not sure, and I'm not gonna redo the recipe, so. Cranky Casey reporting in.
'Cause as we sing the hymns and songs with families by
Chief Inspector Stanford on duty.
Here's my shelf. Really, if you could cut a strip of wood and put it in there, but I feel like it would be fine for like a basket. This is the problem we're trying to fix. Unfortunately, we need a lot of storage in our house. Oh no, it's not fitting. It fits. Oh, I did it backwards. So these are the chairs that sit at our island, and this is like our onions and garlic. We just don't have another place for them, so this way they won't be on the floor. It's project time. Alright, I'm gonna hold this and you get that on there and push it towards me. Yeah! I think it's as tight as it's gonna go. So we haven't had hot water for like almost 2 years. Again, we actually installed a water heater a long time ago, and it was one of the propane heaters that we use for the shower, and it was right outside of the house, and that worked until it started freezing a lot and we would have to drain it every time it froze. We ended up moving that heater to our shower because the shower heater had broken just because of freezing, and then we didn't have that up here anymore. And the only reason that we were okay with moving it is because we weren't having it on because it was cold. I just realized in the middle of talking that this is a plug that we wired a long time ago for a heater under the sink, and then we decided to not go with the heater under the sink, and it's just never been wired. So now I'm gonna have to wire a plug in order for this to work. The reason that we ended up not going with this is because it takes a lot of electricity, and the propane heater is just a lot cheaper to run, and it only turns on when you turn on the hot water. And this tries to keep 2.5 gallons of water hot at all times, which takes a lot of electricity. But what we're gonna do instead is install some kind of timer, so we can turn it on for like 45 minutes if we're going to do dishes or whatever. We just know that we need it. We will let it heat up, and then the water in here will always be warmer than the water outside because the water outside is ice cold. Like, it's very unpleasant to wash your hands and to wash dishes. Oh no. Can you give me a bowl? Just this. I didn't think the hot water would have any water in it, but some water's coming out on that. I don't know where that's gonna go. I have connected all the water lines, and I still need to wire the electrical outlet but I basically can check for leaks now. It doesn't need to be plugged in for that. And there's about 50 spots where it could leak, so. I guess it has to fill all the way up before. And now we wait. Right now, there does not seem to be any leaks. I'm out in the shed because I need to collect a lot of things in order to install that one outlet. Okay, I have the actual plug and the thing that covers it. I need a flathead drill bit and the multimeter because we don't want to shock ourselves.
Came in from outside.
I say, foggy glasses. It is 78 in here. People are like, "Are y'all cold? Are y'all warm enough?
Staying warm.
You staying warm because we live off grid?" That's what a wood fire does. We stay over warm. Although I'm frozen right now, so it feels amazing. But if we were sitting here and it was 78, we'd be like, we need to open a window up. Casey's now doing electricity. Okay. It's on. Oh, it's warm.
That's exciting. Oh, jeez. It's actually really hot, which is very exciting. Woo!
I hope
It's very nice to have options. we used to have hot water in here, but we lost it. It's very nice. It's very exciting. Mostly exciting to do dishes, honestly. Because if you've ever had to do dishes in cold water, well, it's unpleasant.